I'm not the one that's crazy and unreasonable that the other person is. I'm not exaggerating, making things up, or anything. I empathize with the police in situations like this. Who do they believe? Is it actually the person who's making the complaint that is symptomatic, or is it the other person? I get that. But I haven't had sleep since Saturday. I have bipolar disorder. I only get sleep when I pass out because my body just is exhausted and passes out. It's maybe 2 hours at the most, and this person is persistent. But everything's got to be written down and go through channels. And I truly believe the order that Trump put out regarding the mentally ill would have helped me here. But because it was blocked, it doesn't. And I'm referring to the Ending Crime and Disorder on American Streets order. In there, they talk about the mentally ill who refuse treatment but clearly need treatment. I mean, this isn't, about any longer their rights to make a decision, because it's beyond that. It's a step over. They're walking the line between reality and psychotic. Okay, I am a person with a kind heart, and I tried to defend this man, and he saw things wrong. When I tried to act properly, it's always him that's right and I am wrong. When I walk away, he pursues and pursues. I hang up the phone, he calls back. I blocked him, he found another phone. I blocked him and that phone, and he goes through the internet. Until the cops witnessed his call, and now the cops just told me, don't ever answer the phone. If he approaches me, and just to reiterate, I don't want any contact, and walk away. And after a while, they can arrest him for harassment. Go figure, if I last that long. But I'm not going to hide in my apartment and not do the things I would normally do. Now, tomorrow, I don't even have a choice to sleep in, okay? Because I have a very important doctor's appointment tomorrow. One I can't and won't miss, okay? But if I leave my apartment, I'm fair game for this man. Hopefully he'll go to work tomorrow, but there's a little complication. I can't get into this. Nothing regarding me and my relationship, but there's a situation where tomorrow there may be an escalation between him and the management here. And with nothing in regard due to me. This is a total separate issue and part of the reason he's psychotic. But at this point, I feel threatened. And if the man just was forced to even just an evaluation, and then let it go in front of a judge, okay? But they won't even force him for an evaluation. I mean, this guy truly is psychotic. Anyhow, I feel my life, whether directly is threatened or through, who can sleep under these conditions? I certainly can. I don't take sleeping pills, and I don't think they would help. Usually, I have tried sleeping pills in situations where I can't sleep like this because I'm exhausted and agitated because of symptoms. They don't work. The ones I have taken, they just keep me up longer. It has the reverse effect. So that's not even a solution. I mean, other than giving me something very strong and keeps me out for days and days, which I don't want. There's really no solution to keep me from jumping within my skin because of the situation. Mostly because of the law, not the one I was just talking about, the one that existed for decades, is so broad and so wrong that situation like this happens over and over again. I don't want to be the next person on the subway, okay? But if something happens to me physically, I wanted to make this video so I can post it on Facebook. So there is some evidence that I have some sense of sanity. I'm asking for help, which I'll tell you, I want help and I can't get it. I mean, the whole system is insane. How can something insane help the insane? Anyhow, I have one personal plea that I'm trying to be very generic. Amy, please, if you have any suggestion, please, you know my phone number, call me. I need to get help, but it's only me that looks crazy. I can't seem to get the help I need. I don't want to be hospitalized. I'm under treatment. I'm cooperative. I'm their successful paid person, according to them. So much they took away more help for me. They took away the case manager I've been working with for a year and a half. They took away my peer specialist I was working for a year. Because I'm the success. And then this happens. And it involves another mentally ill person. And I am an advocate. I know the law. I always felt the law was ineffective and deficient. But because it's a popular law, because the law that Trump wants can be it can be corrupted, and it can be used the wrong way. So there's no law right now at all. So tell me, you guys out there, you advocates, have you ever been on the side of an obsessive, mentally ill person who refuses to get treatment? They've been do this so many times, they know what to say. I am not suicidal. I don't intend to harm myself or others. They say that. The law says the cops have to believe it and walk away. But this man has gestures that says, yes, he is suicidal. Yes, he would hurt himself or others. But because he knows the key phrases, I don't want to be a victim of an inefficient law. Yes, something needs to be done. It needs to be done where the people who refuse to get treatment get some sense. We're safe from them. And then the people who are either normal citizens without a diagnosis or fellow people that there's something about him that's drawn to me. And no matter how many times I say, leave me alone, or, he's beyond reasoning with. And everyone who's ever been in mental health knows when a person is psychotic, there is no reasoning. But I'm also now walking that line into psychosis simply and only because I can't get enough sleep. And why? Constant fear. So anyone has any suggestion for me to get over this, go ahead and comment. Those of you who are born-again Christian like me, please pray. Intercessory prayers specific for this situation, and then continue to pray for the mentally ill. It's only going to get worse as it stands now. I have no doubt in my mind it will get worse, not only for me, but for every citizen of these United States of America. Thank you all for listening. This is a permanent record being put on Facebook. My name is Maria Riccioni, and this is my plea to stay sane. I am not suicidal. Honestly, I wish I was, because then I could get help. But you know what? I've gone to the emergency room. I've asked for help when I was suicidal, and they sent me home or out on the streets. So there is a default. The system is so flawed. You do not understand how bad it is unless you live it. And I've lived it since 1991 when I was first diagnosed. I love you all. Blessings.